Guys, good afternoon. Hope I'm audible. Am I audible to everybody? Okay, today I'll be teaching you with the Flask web page. So before that, have you gone through the notes yesterday? Okay. Do you have any questions in CNN fashion Python code? Today we're gonna work on that. So if you have any queries, please let me know now. And related to the offer letter and the credentials and all, will be cleared in this week. Operation team is working, so please be patient. They'll give you all the updates in Telegram group. So please wait for the update. So I hope you don't have any queries in CNN. How many of you aware of Flask? Like what is Flask? Okay. Yes, it's a Python framework where it helps to create web applications and web pages. Today I'll be teaching you how to make a Flask web page for CNN, Fashion MNIST. One second, I will just share my screen. I hope screen is visible. Okay. So here what we have done, I'll just give a brief. So here we just imported all the TensorFlow and NumPy. So here we took a data set from Keras and then we downloaded all the data. We loaded all the data and we did pre-processing just to normalize the pixel value. And then we did RGB And we also done CNN layers. So here we created a model and it is compiled. Now, before going to Flask, before implementing the Flask, now we have to save this model, what we have created. Okay. This model, we need to save it. So to save that, I'll just connect. Okay. Let me run all the code again. Okay. Now to save the model, so it's just the one line code, model dot save. So here I'm giving a model name like fashion. So here we're gonna save our model with .h5 extension. Okay, we'll just run this. Now after saving the mod, it's saved in a Google Colab. Okay, so now we'll download this into our computer. So to download the model from the Google Colab to the desktop is so here we are taking a file called fashion MNIST from Google Colab. That is from files what we have downloaded. Okay. So now we'll download our model and we'll save it in our desktop. See, it's saved in my desktop. Now, I hope it's clear till here. If you have any queries, is it clear, guys? We just saved the model and we just downloaded the model to our desktop. So now the other step is we need to create a folder. So for that, we'll just create a folder in our desktop. I'm naming it as again fashion flask underscore app. Okay. Is it visible, guys? Like my desktop? Ready?
Yes, excuse me, Pratyusha. Afternoon. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hope I'm audible to you.
It's visible, sir.
I think yes. I think I've only shared the tab. Let me share a whole window, a whole desktop. Yeah. First, yes, guys. Good afternoon to each one. So, ma'am is going to explain you how to deploy it, like using a Flask. You will be creating a website. So the reason for doing that is, so what were you doing until last class? We were taking a particular data set, be it a MNIST data set or CIFAR, and we were building a CNN model, and we were training it, and whatever we have trained, we have got the accuracy as well, isn't it? Accuracy and then loss as well. And if you've got more loss and if you've got less accuracy, you have to go and then fine tune it, right? So that is what, although we didn't have much time yesterday to complete that, I did share the notebook yesterday in our Google Drive. So if you had gone through, okay, uh, what we will be doing is we will be first training, then if our accuracy or if your accuracy is not good or if our error is so much, we will going to fine tune it. Okay, so once we have done the training, we have to also make sure given any new data, it has to classify, right, depending on the different classes. So for that, given a new data, okay, if you want to classify, for that we will be building a short, what is a small web application, okay, a small website. So to build that, we will be using a Flask framework. Okay, is it clear? I hope it's clear, right? So the reason for doing building this website is to have any given data, it is to predict depending on the classes. Okay, just a small website. To build that small website, you need a framework. Okay, so and we're going to use a Python framework called as Flask. Okay, and anything related to project, your login credentials, please to have a word in the, what is it, in our Telegram group. They will help you out. Okay, I hope everyone have understood, right? And and I request everyone to please respond. Okay, so that's all from my end. Yes, Pratyusha, in proceed. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
sir. I hope now you can see my desktop. Okay. So here I'm just creating another folder called fashion slash underscore app. Okay. So we use this folder to create a web page. Okay. Here we have just downloaded the file, right? .h5 model. Here it is. I'm just copying and I'm just pasting it here in this folder. Okay. Now we need to create .html file. As it is a web page, HTML will help us to build a web page, right? So I'm just using VS Code. Here I have opened the folder what I've created on the desktop. Now here I'm gonna give in HTML file code, okay? Just to create a web page. I hope everybody have an idea of HTML. Okay, I repeat. What I've done after downloading my model, I just created a folder called Flask app. Okay, fashion underscore flask underscore app. And I've took this downloaded .h5 file to from the downloads and I've pasted it here. Okay. And then I opened VS Code and I just opened the folder what I've created from files and then open folder. Okay. Now here I'm gonna create .html file for a web page. So I'm just opening the HTML tab. I'm giving a title for my web page. That is, so here my title is fashion MNIST classifier for my web page. Okay. Now I'm done with my head part. I'm just opening a braces for body where we gonna write like to upload an image and to predict. This is a main part. So here I'm giving an other subheading, that is, this is another subheading for my in my web page. Okay. So here I'm using form just to create a file, just to create a form to upload a image. Okay, I'm using form and then action. Action is nothing but it predicts. Let me complete. So it sends data from it sends the data form data to a predict in a Flask. It sends the image what we are uploading. Okay. Now method. I'm using post method because it's send using it will be sending directly to the Flask. So here why I'm using enctype multi-part form data is nothing but it just we need to send image files, right? It is a file. So to send that I'm using this multi-part form data. Any queries, guys? Downloading process, like we just need to write this code. It will be downloaded in your desktop. Am I audible to everybody? Okay, now we have done, we just created a form to send an image to Flask, right? Just closing this. I'm giving an input type. We are giving it a file type, right? Image, it's a file. Basically, it's a button. It's a button to choose an image. Now, name. It's required. That's the reason I'm just mentioning it. It is like a required. It is important step. So this basically this line help us to choose an image. It's a button to choose an image. Okay. Now I'm just giving a space using bracket. I'm just taking 2 lines of space after this button. I'm creating a button just to click after choosing the image. Button type. I'm naming it as a predict. This helps us to submit the image what we have chosen here. Okay. Now I'm just creating a line for a result out for the output. So that is okay. Basically, why I wrote this percentile if is nothing but if prediction, if the result exists, then it will show, or else it will just displays the error. I'm just giving another heading to show the result. For the result image, I want some heading called prediction. So here this braces and prediction, basically this part shows the result from the Python. Okay, what I'll just repeat. This input is a button to choose a image. And here we are submitting the image what we have selected. And then we are checking if the result, if the required result is present or not. And then it will show what is the result here. And done. We are done with this. I'm just saving it in a same folder what we have created. So, one second. We need to create another folder inside. Guys, we need to create another folder inside the folder what we have created. called templates. So here I'm gonna save my HTML file. So now just click on save. Here I'm selecting desktop, Flask app, and then templates. I'm naming it as index.html. Save. Is it clear, guys? Okay. I hope you are working along with me. The next part is after create, we just gave a basic web page, like we just created a web title, and then we just gave a image button and submit button. So if you want to implement little more like a colorful web page, you can just add CSS if you want. But as of now, I'm just creating a basic, very basic web page. You can add more titles if you want. You can add more buttons if you want. You can modify your HTML and CSS data if you require. So now I'm taking another file, a new file. I'm just saving this as a app.py. Okay. It's a Python file. Now we're gonna connect Flask and our Google Colab here. Okay. We are just connecting a Google Colab code, like our model in a Google Colab, and here in the HTML files, all the other files. Okay. So to do that, it's a little lengthier one. So from Flask, we are importing a Flask. Okay. We create a web server. So please be careful with the capitals here. So why I'm using render template here is to load the HTML file what we have created this. To load this data, we are writing render template. And so here it is used to upload the image by the user. You can select the image here. Here I'm loading the model. What we have trained in our CNN model, I'm just loading it here. and I'm importing NumPy. So why am I using this PIL import image is nothing but it opens and pre-process the image what we have uploaded. Okay. So just to pre-process the image, I'm using this line. Now I'm creating a Flask app object. This is a main important line for a Flask. Basically, it creates a Flask app object. Now we'll write, I'll give the comment. So now we are loading the model what we have saved. So that is a model name is fashion MNIST, right? Now we are loading a trained CNN model which is saved in a Google Colab. Okay. I'm just giving a labels for predicting the output. Okay. So I'm giving like class names. I'm giving a few names. So these are my class names. I'm just taking 5 to 6. This is a list of labels from the fashion, like from our data set. I took these names from our data set itself. Now we create a home page, like the root URL. So for that, I'm giving app root. So this slash indicates a root URL. This slash indicates a root URL. Okay. Now we are defining the home. Okay. See these two lines. Here I'm creating a root URL, and here I'm defining and returning the render template. That is, it shows the HTML page, like it takes data from index.html and user to upload a image. Okay, am I clear? Code of HTML. Okay, and downloaded it in my desktop. If you give the code, it automatically downloads. And this is my HTML code. I'll just wait for 2 to 3 minutes, please. If anybody requires this code, please have a look. Okay, guys. Okay. Ayush, see, here I have saved my model in Google Colab files. Okay, using this line. And here I have downloaded the saved file from Google Colab to my desktop. Is it clear? And saving HTML file. Okay, just show you. This is the folder what I have created. Okay, inside this folder I have created another folder called templates. Inside that I have saved the HTML file. So you just go here, just click Ctrl S after the code. You should select under inside the templates you need to. This is my Flask folder. Under this I had a templates folder. Here I had a index.html file. Okay. And any more doubts? Okay, let's continue. Now here I'm creating another root, app dot for prediction. I'm creating another root. Okay. Now I'm defining a, as I'm defining home here, now I'm defining a predictor. Define predict. Basically, it handles the image to image uploading and prediction. Okay. Now we are, I'll just write a comment here. Here we have uploaded the image, right? From here, we are bringing to the Python file. We are just getting it. For that, request dot files. Here, the form HTML sends the image here, okay? And then one second. Okay, guys. So this gets the uploaded image from the form. And then now we are checking if the image is uploaded or not. Okay. Image. Now here we are checking whether the image is uploaded or not, and then we are converting that particular image into grayscale, and we are resizing, and then also we normalize. So now this line is to convert the image into grayscale. Now I'm resizing it. Now, now what I have done here is I'm just taking the image and converting it to grayscale and then resizing it to 28 into 28 pixel. And then now I'm normalizing the image. I'm just normalizing it. Okay. So this is a step to normalize. So here the first one is a batch size. Okay, like only one image, and 28 and 28 is a size of a image. And then the last one what we have kept here is a grayscale. Okay, batch name, batch size, image size, and grayscale. Now so this 255 is nothing but 0 to 1 normalizer scales pixel. Okay, this is scales pixel from 0 to 225, that is 0 to 1. So I'll write a comment here also. Convert image to now. Now we'll try to predict the model. So the resizing, the uploading the image, we are taking the image from a form, we are uploading and we are checking if the image is actually uploaded or not. And then we are converting it to grayscale and then we are resizing and then we are normalizing. Okay. After this, we'll predict the model. Okay. Now this is our image, right? Image array. Now okay. See here what I have done is so prediction model predict. So here the model predicts like what images and it returns the result. It predicts and then it results. Here NP argmax. So basically it finds the index of the highest score. Okay, highest how many uh, similar images are there. Okay, and this class name gets a name of that image what we have added here, right? So from here it takes and it gives a result after prediction. Now we are returning the render template, that is index.html. So here I'm just why am I returning the render like image is nothing but it reloads the web page and shows the result what we are getting. It just a reloading a web page and give the result. So if the user is submitting the form, if user does not submit any image, for example, if you don't submit, like if you don't upload any image, so it gives the error. So to give that, to find whether the image is uploaded or not, I'm writing this command for that is return render like is uploading or not index.html prediction. And it gives no image uploaded. I'm just giving like okay, if the user does not upload any image, then you will get an output like no image uploaded. If you upload any image, then all this process continues, like converting it into grayscale, resizing, and then normalizing, then predicting. If you don't upload any image, it just give no image uploaded. Okay. Now this will be the end. Okay. If now after the image is uploaded and predicted, now this last two lines tells the system that to start a Flask app. So it basically starts the Flask app and it runs. Here is debug true. Debug true is nothing but it shows the like if you have any error it shows, or else it gives the output. So this will be the last of your Python code. Okay. I'm just saving it. I'm just opening the terminal. Okay. Now, as you can see, there are few warning problems called Flask, TensorFlow. All these are like libraries. We need to install it. So I'm just installing it. Pip install Flask, TensorFlow, and Pillow. So why am I using Pillow here is like it's an image, right? For image processing, I'm using this Pillow library. So we'll wait. Okay. Now I'm just running a Python code. Mhm. Okay. Class. I think I need to download separately. Okay. Okay, I'll just solve this. Have any queries, guys? Again, what does this app root do? It just creates a root URL for the web page. Terminal part is just to click here. You will be getting a terminal. And then you just need to install it. I don't know. Okay, guys, I'll just continue in 5 minutes. You can take a break, small break, because it's already 3. We'll continue. Take a break, guys. Shall we resume? We resume the session, guys. Okay. Hope my screen is visible. Okay. See what I've done here is instead of downloading, I just created a text file, requirements.txt file. Here I've kept what all libraries I needed to download. So I'll just run this text file, then it will be clear. So I'll just run. See, I just install this text file. Hello guys. So I think there is small internal issue with the imports thing. So everything is fine. You just need to run it as a Python app.py. Okay. So if you run this, then you'll be getting a HTTP URL kind of small URL. You just copy that and you just need to paste it in your browser so that the web page will be open. And then here we just created a buttons, right? So after the web page is open, using this upload file, you need to upload any image from your desktop and then submit. It will just tell whether it's a dress or a t-shirt or a trouser, whatever. Okay, that's it. You just run from your side. If it works, please let me know. I'll just look into it. So I hope it's clear other than this. So once try from your end, and today you people will be having quiz. We'll just share the link in few minutes. So yeah, we'll let you know, guys, about this error. Please wait. We'll be sharing the quiz link. Then you work on this, and please let me know if you have any queries. Yeah, again, I didn't get your issue. Like I've tried a lot, but my first file. Like, what is the first file of MNIST? We'll share the quiz link. Kushi, in VS Code, we have done HTML code, and the other one is app.py. So I think you are not able to execute HTML code. So what kind of error you are getting? I've shared the quiz form, guys. Kushi, I think you have written your code. Maybe you have some mistakes in your code. So be sharing the drive, all this code in the drive. You can cross check your code once. Maybe it's a code issue. Guys, do you have any queries more? Hall ticket number use your registration, college registration number. And Nancy, about these notifications, about the login credentials and all, operation team is working. So it will be resolved by end of this week. They are working on it. They are taking little time because they are facing a lot of issues. So I'll update you. Guys, I hope you are doing your quiz. I have shared the quiz link. Once again, I'm just sharing it here. This is the quiz link, guys. Work on it. Hall ticket number in the sense your registration number. All the project related details will be shared with you by end of this week, guys. Let you know all the details. Hey guys, if you have completed the quiz, you can leave the session. Before that, I just want to inform you. Tomorrow, we'll be telling you about the skill wallet, like how the project's gonna be, everything. Tomorrow we're gonna explain you, and we also gonna revise all the topics till today. And yeah, tomorrow we'll let you know about the projects and skill wallet website and all. So please be present tomorrow. If you complete your quiz, you can leave the session. Thank you, guys. Yes, guys, if you complete the quiz, you can leave the session. Okay, guys, I'm just ending the session. Tomorrow we'll be explaining about skill ballot and the topics. We'll revise all the topics. So please be present tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you, sir.